Wet hair, don't care. Zero cares given. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Stay tuned, we're going to be testing out the No7 Airbrush foundation, Airbrush Away foundation, and see how it holds up on my combo oily skin throughout the day. So today I wanted to do a first impression and wear test. I picked up a new foundation and it's been a long time since I've done one of these, so I thought I would do one for you guys. This is the Airbrush Away foundation by No7. I got shade Warm Beige and it says, all skin types, coverage medium, blurs fine lines and pores for velvety smooth skin. I'm down for that. Hypoallergenic. For best results, always shake before use. Squeeze the bulb gently to dispense a few drops onto the back of your hand, and then starting from the center of your face, blend outwards using your fingers or a brush. So on one half of my face, I'm going to use a brush, and then on the other half, I'm going to use my fingers. Flawless and smooth looking skin in every light. Create your perfect complexion with this incredibly light feeling foundation. Gliding over the skin like liquid silk, it delivers buildable coverage whilst blurring the appearance of fine lines and pores. Velvety smooth to the touch and ultra comfortable to wear, so skin looks ready for its close-up. Clever optical blurring powders give a velvet yet radiant finish, like your complexion has been placed into soft focus. I did pick up a few other new things that I wanted to try. This is the Mega Glow Halo Liquid Highlighter from Wet n Wild, and then I got these Eyelure lashes. These are the Vlogger series ones by Nikki Philippi. Philippi? Yeah, I think that's, I don't know her, so I think that's how you say her name. This is the Flirty Feline, and I got these because they say they're 3/4 length lash, so they're shorter than normal lashes. I have such little eyes that I usually have to cut them down so much, so I thought I would give these a try. Just FYI, I know you guys want to see the foundation and I'll get in there, but this Wet n Wild Mega Halo Liquid Highlighter, cruelty-free. It comes in a wand like this. I haven't worn it on my face, but I did swatch it on the back of my hand, and I'm a little concerned about putting it on my face, and here's why. So it's really pretty, but when you blend it out, it has a very greasy, oily feel to it. So it gives a really radiant, nice, dewy finish to the skin, but I'm already an oily skin type, so I have combo oily skin. I'm a little concerned that that's just going to be too greasy and break down the foundation, so I don't think I'm going to wear that today on my face. I'm actually kind of excited to wear that on the body, like to highlight collarbones and stuff like that. I think in the summer that would be gorgeous, but I don't know about on the face. It is a very runny foundation. It's a very good color, I think. It looks like it's going to be a very good color. It is definitely more of a liquidy foundation. I would not call that medium coverage at all. Maybe I blended it out too much. Let's try to pat it versus rub. It does have a very silky feel to it. So I would say adding a little bit more, and once I rubbed it in and then patted it, it did help build up the finish a little bit. I would still consider this a light, maybe medium finish, but you can still see all of my freckling and hyperpigmentation and everything through it, but it did do a really good job at evening it out. All right, let's do this forehead. I don't really get the point of putting it on the back of my hand. I could just probably drip it directly on my face, but that's what it says to do. So it is a very silky feel. And when I'm blending it out, like it doesn't streak or anything at all. It's blending out really nicely, and it does have a very skin-like finish. It almost feels like I'm putting a primer on my face. It has the feeling of like the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, where it's that really like silky silicone glidey type feel. It did a really good job at evening out my skin tone. All right, let's try a brush. I think I might just apply this directly to my face with a brush because I don't really know what's gonna be the best. This is just my Sigma. This is the F82 foundation brush. It's a little bit more streaky with a brush than with your fingers. It definitely looks better around my nose with my fingers than the brush side. So see like how it's already kind of like creasing in around this area, and it looks almost like powdery, like dry, and I'm definitely not dry. It's settling into my fine lines on my forehead. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this side up a little bit more where I use the brush with my fingers. I definitely like the application better with fingers. It just really makes it look more like part of your skin. You can just kind of like pat it where you want more coverage. So I like that. When you first apply it, it does kind of look really powdery, and then it just kind of melts into your skin. But I'm curious to see how that's gonna hold up on my oily skin. And since this is more of a serum-based foundation, I don't really know how well you could build this up. Because it doesn't really, well, it hasn't at least, really set down on this other side. It can be built up if you're really gentle with it, but if you rub too hard, it like rubs that layer off of your face. And I can't get over how well it just like blends into the skin. I'm really concerned about how products are gonna lay over the top of this though. Because if I even touch it, it like moves the foundation around because it's not really setting down. I'm gonna have to set this. There's just no way. If I try to blend anything over the top of it, it's just gonna come right off. All right, I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer and then I will go finish the rest of my makeup. I might actually, let's try to put on a little bit of bronzer and see how that goes on over the top of it. This is just the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. That blended out beautifully over the top of that. That is a very radiant finish. My skin looks wet. This is the No7 bronzer. I already have shade Caramel or Caramel, however you want to say it, or Camel. Which one is it? Caramel. Caramel. I already have that shade, but it's a little too dark for me right now, so I picked up the Maple shade, which was a little bit lighter. All right, let's see how this does over the top of it. It's still tacky. I'm doing tapping motions because I just don't feel like this is going to stay stuck to my skin. That's a really pretty shade. I really like that. Yeah, if you set it first, then I would say go ahead, but definitely do patting motions because it moves that foundation right around as soon as you start swirling. That's a really pretty bronzer shade though. I'm gonna use my Rcma No Color powder just to set the areas of my face where I always crease and foundation comes off. So the center of my forehead, the sides of my nose, and my chin. If a foundation lasts on my chin, by the end of the day, it's a miracle. Wow. Wow. Did I say wow? Because holy wow. Holy wow. That just got rid of like every pore on my face. Well, not every pore, but they look a million times better. I'm just setting my whole face now because that looks so good. So that is up close and personal what it looks like. And again, I use the Rcma No Color powder, which is a really amazing powder. You guys should totally get it. I hope this foundation holds up because I am so impressed. What is that? All right, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my makeup. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so everything blended out really nicely. Side note, these Eyelure lashes are coming off in about 6 seconds because I hate them. They were really hard to get on. Because I have such small eyes, lashes can be really overwhelming, and these just to me feel like. And this one right here, I can't get it to, it's like heavier, I don't know. So anyway, everything blended out super nicely. Now it has been about an hour because I did my hair and all that stuff. Right now it is 12:21. So we're gonna call the final like foundation, I'm gonna say 11:30 because it has been a while. I finished my makeup, did my hair, got something to eat. It's been a hot minute. And it is already starting to do this weird like powdery thing around my nose. Get a little bit closer. It's still looking really good around my pores, but it's definitely starting to get like this weird powdery broken up part around my nose right here on the base. It is already coming off my chin. So that's already happening. It's creasing a little bit in my smile line, and it's only been an hour. So I will check in at the end of the day and we will see how this foundation held up. So the finish is really nice. It's a nice skin-like finish. It's not super matte. What's weird are these like weird powdery spots. So we'll see how it holds up. I don't know if I would recommend this for dry skin because I have oily skin and I don't even have dry patches, and it kind of makes it look like I have dry patches. Maybe it's just, maybe it would do better if you didn't layer it, but then you don't get the medium coverage. So damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. We'll check in later and see how it holds up. Okay, it is 7:54 right now, so 8 o'clock basically. The foundation's been on for like 8.5 hours. As you can tell, I'm extremely shiny. I'm very oily. I have some mixed feelings on this foundation. One is the price. This retails at Walgreens for $17.99. That is extremely highly priced to me for the drugstore. I just feel at that price point it should probably last a little bit better than this. But with that said, there are some things I really like about it. I really love the finish. I love the color. I love the fact that it's like a very quick grab and go foundation. You just literally use your fingers to just wipe it on and it blends seamlessly. It looks so nice. Cons, it doesn't hold up very well on combo oily skin. Now if you have dry skin, it might look better by the end of the day on you, but for a while it had that really weird like powdery residue looking finish, which I do not have dry skin, so that's a little weird for me and I don't care for that. But as the oils in my skin mixed with the foundation, it was a really beautiful finish and I really liked it. I don't know. I think it's a great, quick, on-the-go foundation, especially if you don't really have a lot to cover. You just want to even out your skin tone. But I think that's a really high price point to pay for something like that. Let's see how it touches up. So I'm just going to use my NYX Stay Matte Not Flat powder. This is a powder foundation, so it does have a little bit of coverage, but this is what I love to use. It's always in my purse, and I've repurchased this probably about 17 times. I just really, really like it, especially for oily skin for touching up, because us oily skin gals, foundation tends to break apart on us easier. This is definitely one you're going to want to set regardless, because it is more of a serum-based foundation. You're really going to want to set it. The main thing for me is how it touches up. Because I am oily, I'm so used to having to touch up anyway. As long as it looks good when I touch up, I can jump on board with that. And it is touching up really nicely. Really nicely. That bronzer held up really good. I really like that bronzer. A lot. Yeah, see, it touches up beautifully. It really does. Seeing how well it touches up, I'm definitely keeping this foundation hands down. Just as long as you know you're gonna need to set it, and it does have a weird powdery finish for a little bit. So I don't know if I would recommend it if you're extremely dry, because I really feel like it would really cling to those dry patches. I like to make you guys aware of all the things so you guys can decide for yourself if it's worth it for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helps if you are deciding on trying to get this foundation or not. Have a wonderful day. Please subscribe. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, I think that's it. Good night.